Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Kenny. Today's video is a comparison between a Chanel boy bag, super fake, and an authentic one. But today was quite an unfortunate day. I came across a super fake, another one, and I'm shocked and shattered. I've paid 4,000 Australian dollars for this bag. I first saw the bag, it looked amazing, but when I held it, felt it in my hand, it's not what I thought it should be like. But yeah, I'm still trying to collect myself right now, but I just want to do this video for the sake of everyone who'd like to do an informed choice in terms of their purchases. And we have the professional online authenticators, and I did authenticate this bag through Zico authentication, and they're very thorough. They ask so much photos that you would know that they're actually doing something and like checking the bag thoroughly. Now, I hope this video would be informative. I'll try my best to let you guys know of what I think you should look out for. This is not a professional opinion. This is what I think from years of collecting Chanel bags, specifically the Chanel boy bag, which I love. But yeah, let's start the video. But first off, I would like to ask you guys, from these two boxes, can you tell me which one is the authentic box? Okay, I'll give you a few minutes. I know people say you don't rely on the packaging, but I still like to dig through, compare the packaging between the fake and the real one. So yes, this is the fake. If you'll compare the two, there's barely anything that would give off that this is not authentic. Even the camellia, the camellia is just a little mangled around on the center, but this one looks so on point and it looks fluffier. And yeah, but we'd never rely on these, but I'm just showing you. The box feels authentic to me. If you would give this box to me, I would not know that this is authentic. That this is a fake box. And they even got the care booklet, which I never had, so I don't know if this is even real. It has that stitching at the back, which I don't know. I will never rely on these kind of things, but just for the sake of the video, I would like to share that as well. Right, so let's get that out of the way. So a little bit more packaging in here. Now the bag came with a receipt. I am not familiar about this writing or language. I am guessing this is Greek, but I did try Google Translate. It barely told me anything. If this was from Greece, I tried to convert this value into Australian dollars and it only gave me 1,300, which is what the F. Crazy. So the ribbon. Let's talk about the ribbon. You can't tell. You cannot even tell. This is the fake one. This is the real one. Now, you would know if you held these two ribbons. The real one is silk screen. There's some elevation, so you can feel Chanel printing on top of this canvas ribbon, while on here it's quite flat. You barely feel the printing. You can't feel it, But yeah, this is the fake, the real one. You take your pick. Now tell me which one is the real authenticity card. A lot of you would probably get this wrong because it's mind-blowing to know that one of these authenticity cards is a fake. So yeah, take that with a grain of salt. Right. From what I can tell, the font is larger on the fake one, while on here is slightly... We never rely on the authenticity card. If you're looking at bags pre-loved, even the authenticity card would not tell you if the bag is authentic. You look at the bag, not the accessories. So this is the part where my mind was blown. Super, like you can't tell, cannot tell. It's exactly almost, but the fake one here on the right, when I shine it through the light, it's looking lighter than the real one. If you can pick that on the camera, it's kind of a brownish kind of tone, but the font on the authenticity serial number is pretty much the same. Kind of mind-shattering revelation. The gold foiling CC on here is much... Yeah, it's just almost pretty much the same, like, honestly. You can barely tell. I want to ask you guys, which of these two bags do you think is the fake or the real one? So, to a lot of you who have been subscribed to my channel, I know you are aware that this is my Chanel boy bag, but I know it's hard to tell, but I'll talk you through of the little nitty-gritty things that I thought would tell you that a Chanel boy bag is a fake one. Okay, so this was my Chanel La Boy bag in the small size. This was authenticated by Real Authentication several years ago, and yeah, it's that crinkled effect leather. Whilst this one was the fake one. Can you even tell? Can you tell? No. Honestly. The caviar on this is so good. If you see this on the photo, you'd be blinded that this is a real one, but it's not. Once I held and felt the bag, oh my god, that's where I thought there's something wrong with it, that I needed to get it authenticated ASAP. So the bag felt so rigid. Like, maybe this is a real leather, but this is so rigid. And this is like yeah, honestly, what if you feel it, you definitely know that it's 100% leather, but this was so rigid. Is the fake one, and this is the real Chanel boy bag. Yeah, take your time and look and stare at these two. It's hard to tell without touching the bag, but professional ones would know. And I think I'm kind of going into that direction of being a professional, because I know when that bag came in, once I held it, there's something wrong with it. There's something not right about it. Now, kind of need to put some pressure on it. But with a real leather, you know, you don't have to put any pressure on it, like barely touching it. Feels quite rubbery. I thought, oh my god, is this like a new season caviar? But seriously, this is just not right. From the clasp, they're just pretty much the same, but if you look into the clasp opening here, this is the real one. This is like so rectangular, but if you compare this with that, it's slightly fatter on that one. It's kind of hard to tell, right? Unless you put them side by side. You can tell my point. That's fatter than this. That is fatter than this one. This is the real. Let's put the CC branding up close. Yep, that's what it looks like on the fake one. That is such a good replica. Whilst on here, that is what it looks like. Like, you guys, even the stitching is super on point. Like, nothing is crooked on this bag. I've inspected it. Mind-blowing, seriously. There's nothing distinct about these two bags, about the design of the boy, that can tell you that one of these is a fake. Okay, that's the sides. Feels like I kind of like the structure of this though, but yeah, the boy bag is notorious for losing structure, but honestly, this is like so boxed and like nothing. There's no give on this leather. Right, now let's move on to the strap. I have heard that new season chains on the boy bag are hollow as well. I mentioned that on my first video, but there's barely anything that can tell you unless you feel and compare it with your hand. This feels slightly hollow, lighter than this one. Like, let's try the noise test. That's the real one. See, it's definitely hollow. Yeah, there's a lot of difference on there, but definitely substantial on this than there. And I can tell from the if you can figure out, you guys, the strap on the real one is slightly thicker, but you can barely tell that. Yeah, let's move on to the insides. Okay. Another thing that authenticators look out for are the screws. This I have yet to figure out, but there's like, it's like an asterisk kind of screw with 6 sides. There's more on here. That's the screw. And that's the screw on the fake, which screwed me up big time. Pun intended. Okay, so on the strap, they've got the adjustment notches. There's like a CC engraving on here. So the bottom is the real and the top is the fake one. Yep, I think that's the perfect angle. Okay, the real, the fake. Stitching is super on point. It's mind-blowing.